Hey y'all, we're Jimmy and Lacey with FindUsCamping, and today's Tuesday Talks
for RVers.
Another thing about safety. On our rig, we already have the Fuzion backup camera, and since we bought the new 2021 Chevy, those two don't want to work well together without buying another adapter. So we've been looking to try to get another adapter.
And the adapter's like $100 or something?
It's expensive.
But nobody has one. They're all sold out. They're all on back order.
So now I have a camera, backup camera, that I can't use because evidently Chevrolet sends some kind of signal back and forth, and it doesn't give it a full 12 volts.
Blinks.
So it blinks. So a while ago, Halo reached out to us and wanted us to test one of their backup cameras, and at the time I wasn't really interested because it was wired, and I didn't want to run a wire all the way across the top of my camper and stick an antenna up there. So now they have a wireless one that they want us to try out and see how it works.
And you're not supposed to have to need the adapter.
So we're going to really check that out because I don't want another adapter. I don't need any more plugs to plug in.
No more cords.
So this is supposed to go a long way, 984 feet. Our camper's only 45 feet, but they still say you may lose a little bit of signal as you're driving down the road at 65, 70 miles an hour, especially if there's something out there to
any interference.
So we're going to install this now, see how easy and quick it is, and we'll let you know how it works. So we've already pre-wired this because we know the Fuzion camera had one wire on there, so that's what we're going to use. Easy as that, except for it's blazing hot out here.
Now for the easy part. I need you to start the truck.
I guess I get the easiest part.
Right? All you gotta do is push the button. This, of course, won't be the permanent mounting spot, but just to make sure everything's working, we're gonna plug it in. Push the button. And there it is. And it's even picking up the road noise back there, which is good. So when I'm standing back there going, stop, stop, you'll be able to hear me, not just see me flailing around.
I guess I'll be using that mute button.
We did learn in hooking this up and off camera that on our truck with our camper, so it could be different with yours, our headlights have to be on for that to be working because we don't have a constant power running up front from the trailer. So for what it's worth, it may not be the case in yours, but it is the case in ours.
So now after a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two, it's been a while, we're going to give you an honest review on the Haloview. We're going to start off with the negatives. So the only negative that we've seen so far is the mounting bracket that it comes with.
We don't like it.
We don't like the mounting bracket. If you're going to give us a mounting bracket, give us one with a suction cup. I know the suction cup falls off and it drops, but I'd rather have that than the sticky 3M tape that goes up there, because when you try to clean your windows, you're not going to clean your window. You're not going to be able to get around that thing really well. So
we didn't want it to mount to the window like that, like gooey, sticky mess. And we could have mounted it to the dash. That's not such a great thing either, because both of them are like double-sided sticky tape, and that's not great.
So we did hook up with bullet point. You guys can watch that video. We're going to link it above. We were able to hook it. We were able to put it all in there with the bullet point so it does not move. So that wasn't a really bad negative. Everything else in it seems to be really good. I will tell you that we didn't lose much signal going down the road. Maybe once, twice, depending on the area you were in. If we were at heavy.
Well, when it's a congested area where lots of people, I guess, are using the signal, that's probably the wrong terminology, but that is the only time it's ever lagged or anything. So it's great for backing up, because I'm usually the one in the back with the phone, because he doesn't like to back blind, which is good because there's always something maybe you're not seeing. He can see me, he can see what's behind us, he can hear me screaming, stop, you're gonna hit something. I don't really have to do that very often.
But we also, when we were out of Magnolia Beach, we were backed up on a beach, and we got inside and we were able to see the beach, see the water crashing up behind it, and so that was pretty cool.
Well, and he could back up all by himself there because there was no obstacles other than the water, and he could see how close he was getting.
But it does also at night. It's very, very good at night. I can see just like it's daylight out there because it has infrareds back here, so you can see there is.
Well, and not even just when you're backing up, but going down the road, you can see what's going on behind you. And at night, that's sometimes a blessing because everybody doesn't always remember to turn their headlights on.
And as you can see here, we were stopped at a stoplight, and this car, we had the lines back here so you can see how close they are. This guy was real close to us.
I think he wanted to see the inside of the garage.
Yeah, so I kept moving up a little bit, because I didn't want him running in the back of us. Of course, as I moved up, he moved up. So that worked really well there. So the lag is great. There's no wires. There's no, do have to have, for now, we do have to have our headlights on.
But that's okay.
That is what it is. But yeah, it's worked out great. There is a place to put a card in it. We have put the card. That was another negative. Sometimes we put the card in there, it wants to fall out, so it doesn't look like it clicks in there real well. We haven't tried the card. We haven't really checked it to see how it looks.
We haven't checked to see if it records right or whatever, because it doesn't seem like it fits in the slot well. So that is something we're going to need to contact them about and see if there's something we're doing wrong, or if that's just the way it works.
But all in all, pairing was super easy.
Yes.
We turned it on, it was paired.
That was done.
Our other brand, you had to hit the button,
hold the button, let it blink,
turn your head sideways 6 times, and it will lose connection. You have to redo it and redo it and redo it. This one, we haven't had to redo it all. I am thinking about getting one to put in the back of the toy hauler so I can see our bikes back there and make sure they're not bouncing around. So all in all, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. We like it. We're really loving it. So
one other thing that I like that's a minor detail, it plugs into, I don't know, what do you call an AC? It used to be a cigarette lighter, so whatever you call that now, AC adapter or whatever. It does plug into that just like our old one did, but the Haloview has a power button that lights up on the end, so when you get out, you don't have to unplug it to turn it off. You just push the button and it's off. Or if you're in the truck driving around without the trailer and you don't need it, you can just turn it off. You don't have to plug and unplug, because that's wear and tear on your plugs, plugging and unplugging. So another plus that I found.
It has more pluses and minuses. So
yeah, we really like it a lot.
As far as safety goes, I think everybody should have a rear observation camera. That's what I want to call them, not backup, because we're driving down the road, I want to see it, and if I'm backing into the site, I want to be able to see what's behind me. So good job, Haloview.
We like it.
We like it, and we'll keep using it.
Yeah. We'll keep it hooked up and keep running with it.
So until the next time you guys, or I see you in my rear view camera.
Safe travels, y'all.